A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 15, verses 18 to 21. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. If you find the godless world is hating you, remember it got its start hating me. If you lived on the world's terms, the world would love you as one of its own. But since I picked you to live on God's term, and no longer on the world's terms, the world is going to hate you. When that happens, remember this: servants don't get better treatment than their masters. If they beat on me, they will certainly beat on you. If they did what I told them, they will do what you tell them. They are going to do all these things to you because of the way they treated me, because they don't know the one who sent me. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Gospel according to John chapter 15 verses 18 to 21. If the world hates you, realize that it hated me first. Many of us find it extremely difficult to make sense of tragedies and pains in life and often question God. We hear people asking, "Where is God? Is He real?" Pope Francis was asked these questions by a rescued street girl in the Philippines while narrating the miseries she and her friends had to undergo on the streets. The Pope simply hugged her and answered the whole crowd, "We have no answers to all our questions." Before questioning God, let us be reminded of one thing. We are believing in a God who himself underwent the pains and miseries of humankind. He was tortured and killed. In today's Gospel, Jesus predicts and warns his disciples that the world would hate and reject them. It is one thing to know that there will be trials, that we will have crosses to bear for following him, but it is another to be told that we will be hated because of it. In many parts of the world, faith in Jesus has become an object of ridicule and hatred. But why? Is it because Christians promote violence and division? It is on the contrary. The powers of hatred and violence in the world hates Jesus and the mission of the church for sharing the message of love, hope, and our choice for life. We are called to be imitating the love of Jesus. Yet, we may experience hatred and rejection from others, especially when the love and truth of Jesus goes against the opinions of the world. And many Christians, when confronted with the fear of being persecuted and being taken out of their comfort zones, prefer to live according to the standards of the world. But today, our faith assures us that despite the troubles, Jesus is worth the effort. We cannot expect the applause from a world that rejected Jesus. We will also be exposed to the rejection that Jesus himself suffered. But we are also assured of the life that Jesus alone can give, a life of the resurrection. That is why the Word of God assures us, if we die with him, we will rise with him. If we suffer with him, we will reign with him. The message of Christ is not always a comfortable message. It also has to speak of the cross. And we shall not shy of speaking about it, even in the face of ridicule and contradiction.